Well, it is time for our weekly Pet Patrol segment, thanks to our friends at Nulo, known for being no better pet food. And we love checking in with the SPCA Tampa Bay and, of course, their CEO, Martha Boda. Martha, good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Martha, I'm excited to check in with you because I'm assuming you are recouping after a wonderful event. We heard it was very successful. Talk about the pet walk. What happened this past weekend?
We hosted our 30th annual Pet Walk. It was a live streamed and live in-person event. So we had wonderful social media exposure, and we did a fantastic event in North Straub Park in downtown St. Petersburg. We had over 50 or 500 people registered. We had at least 350 people in the park, all socially distanced, all very safe, but it was such a treat to get outside and celebrate all the fundraising that everybody had been doing to help the community's animals.
I'm so glad to hear that, Martha, because really, I mean, everyone was kind of like, okay, what is events going to look like? What are events going to look like? How's fundraising going to go? So I'm glad to hear it was a success. Now, despite the 30-year history and the success once again this past weekend, you guys are already looking ahead to other events you've got coming down the pipeline, right?
Absolutely. And we learned a lot from this one. So we're building on all of that knowledge. We're going to do some virtual things. In fact, we've got stand-up pup comedy coming up. We just did our first show with them last night, and it went really well. They've got all kinds of fantastic comedians from The Office, from Seinfeld. So we're working with them on some future events. We've also are back with pup yoga, which is already sold out for our May edition, but we've got more in the future. So we're going to do a lot of fun virtual things, and then we'll keep figuring out what we can do in person.
Where can people go to learn more about the events, especially that comedians one that you just mentioned? Because I think that's one that everyone wants to have a laugh or two.
Absolutely. All the information is listed on our website at spcatampabay.org.
Okay, I think we had to get that in there because that one sounds like a really good one to get involved with. I know you're fundraising all year. And so often when we think of the SPCA Tampa Bay, we do think of, kittens and puppies and dogs and being able to help those animals that we would have in our home. And I've been so surprised and excited to learn from you that that's really just scratching the surface of what you're able to do for animals. Explain how you're able to help wildlife as well.
As a for-all shelter, we want to make sure that no animal is turned away, whatever their need might be. So yes, we work with companion animals, the ones you think about like cats and dogs and rabbits and hamsters and gerbils, but we also care for wildlife and even livestock. So we're there in any situation to make sure that animals and the people who care about them get the services that they need.
I'm curious. I feel like, you see a puppy and you see a kitten, and that's a little more like, okay, I know what to do. When it comes to wildlife, if people do find a baby animal, such as the baby squirrel there, or baby possums, if you will, what are we supposed to do to help?
That's a great question. If the animal does not appear injured, typically we recommend that you just leave the animal alone. If you're not sure what to do, you can call us during our normal business hours at 727-586-3592 for more information. You can jump on our website. There's great wildlife response tips there. If the animal is definitely injured, again, call us, jump on our website, and we'll help you make sure that that animal gets some care. Sometimes it's not the best thing for an individual to try to pick up an animal. It can be helpful to get some guidance before you try to intervene. And we certainly want to cultivate that rescue gene, but we want to make sure that people think carefully about it, because sometimes mama's right there and we don't need to get in the middle of it.
I think that's a very good point to bring up, and also the rescue gene. I like hearing that term. I've never heard that one. Well, Martha, in closing, we were talking about you are actually in front of your facility there. That is a picture of the one of the spots that you can help, of course, the SPCA. Explain where you're located and where people can go, again, to help out and get more information along those lines.
Sure. Our shelter campus is in Largo, near the intersection of Starkey and Ulmerton, and that's where we take in animals, have them available for adoption, and provide resources like our food bank. And then our pet hospital is in St. Petersburg on 5th Avenue North, where we've got a lifetime of care for your family pet.
Well, Martha, thank you so much for your time, what you do for the community, and again, congratulations on the success of last weekend's Pet Walk. We look forward to talking with you many more times in the future as well.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your help in sharing the information about Pet Walk and about all the work that we do. We honestly couldn't do it without you.
Oh, it is our pleasure. Thanks again, Martha. Take care, okay? And again, a big thank you to Nulo as well. Nulo.com is where you can go for information.